What is going on, investors? My name is Emmanuel and I hope you had a phenomenal weekend and are now gearing up for what promises to be yet another exciting week in this crazy game that we love, this crazy game that we choose to play every single week. It's called the stock markets. I'm not going to lie, I'm very excited, but to be fair, I'm always excited about every trading week because it just represents new potential opportunities for us to make some moolah. So I am very, very excited, but I do want to quickly apologize that I'm not currently on screen in my office right now. And that's because I am currently away at the clinics. Yes, I do work at the clinics over the weekends. One, because it's higher rates, I get paid a lot more and that adds to my cash pile. But that's not going to stop me from putting two exciting companies on your radar for you to watch this week. And both of these companies are currently trading at key multi-month levels of resistance. And both of these companies also have some interesting news coming up this week. So if they prove to be positive and blow investors away, I do believe that the share price could potentially break through these key resistance levels and continue higher, which of course will represent some great potential returns for investors. Now, for full disclosure, I have not invested in either of these companies, but they are on my watch list, and I figured, hey, why not share them with you and give my thoughts in case they do end up tickling your fancy. Now, before we dive into the video, please make sure you absolutely destroy the like button. If you're new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see more content from me. If you're looking for an investing community where we share all things stocks, I've shared some brand new research with my Discord members today on a Sunday, and I do plan to go into depth in more stocks that I am looking at, as well as other Discord members. They post their stock research as well. And if that does sound interesting to you, then you need to check out my Discord community via the Patreon, and the link is in the description below, so please check us out. But with all that said, let's dive straight into the first company. Now, the first company that I have for you is called Xpeng. Ticker symbol is XPEV. Now, funnily enough, I have never actually spoken about this company on my channel before. Well, at least, yeah, I definitely haven't. I have spoken about NIO, but yeah, I don't think I've ever spoken about Xpeng before. But if you haven't heard of Xpeng, they pretty much design, develop and build smart electric cars in China. And they are considered to be one of the main competitors to NIO and Tesla within that region. But the reason why I'm bringing them to your attention today, and the reason why I think they could be exciting next week, is because they recently announced that they just started on Friday, March the 19th, the longest autonomous driving expedition in China. Insane. Scrolling down and you can see that the autonomous driving expedition is expected to run from the 19th of March and wraps up on the 26th of March, so this coming week. And if this proves to be a success, then man, I think this would send all Xpeng doubters and all Xpeng bears a very concerning, chilling, worrying message. And this could also get a lot more investors excited about the future prospects of Xpeng. And we could start to respect them now as a major player within the autonomous driving space. Because right about now, let's all be honest, right about now, we all talk about Tesla with regards to their autonomous driving and their robo-taxis. But if Xpeng can pull this exhibition off and it's a major success, which I think is a high possibility, then things can become really, really exciting for this stock, in my opinion. And speaking of stock, let's take a look at the share price. Because Xpeng has now approached a key level of resistance, which was support around the 24th, 25th of December. And it was resistance last year on the 5th of November. You can see price eventually broke out. It did decline to test this level and then continued up higher. But since then, price has dropped quite significantly off its highs, and it's currently down about 50% off its highs, and like I mentioned, it's at a key level of resistance, which is right here. Am I saying that this news is going to push Xpeng's share price back to all-time highs? I'm not saying that, but I am saying that if it does break this key level of resistance, and if it does return to all-time highs, you're looking at about a 96% or 100% potential return on your money, all things considered. This could get really exciting this week. It could mark the beginning of something special for Xpeng. And if you want to set even more key levels of resistance, you've got key resistance levels at $48. And if it does break its current level of resistance at $37, that still represents, you're still looking at about 30% on your money. But if you want to be more specific, maybe 28%. But even if you want to ride this for the short term, that still represents a decent return in my view. And if you do look at the share price overall, it has been beaten up quite significantly. But this might be that catalyst that pushes Xpeng higher. This might be the catalyst that finally investors can begin to put some respect on Xpeng's name. So this is the first stock that you need to have on your radar this week. I will definitely be watching Xpeng and see how it goes. So next up we have Lyft. Okay, ticker symbol is LYFT, of course. Now I would consider a Lyft. It's a bit strange because I would consider it a recovery play. But if you look at the share price, the share price has pretty much blown past its pre-Roni highs and is well on its way to retesting its all-time highs. But the business itself hasn't really returned back to normal, and there presents the opportunity in my view, because Lyft recently announced that they just had the most riders in a single week since the C-Roni actually started, which I think is incredible news for this business, okay? And the key highlights was Lyft said last week was its best performing week in terms of volume since the lockdowns began in March 2020. The company also posted positive year-over-year growth in daily ride-hailing volume for the first time in a year on Wednesday. So as a result of this news, of course, it's going to get investors very excited about the fundamentals of the business. The stock did rise and it closed up 0.23%, which is very, very good. However, in my view, if this trend continues, and let's say next week or the week after, Lyft comes out and says that they saw another uptick in the ride-hailing volume, this could potentially get investors fired up. It could also get investors who may be sitting on the fence with regards to this company and wanting a bit more certainty. This could be the catalyst that they've been waiting for, and they start to take a plunge in this company for the first time. And like I said, with Lyft as well, we are also at key levels of resistance right about now. Dating back to its IPO, of course, from the IPO, the share price did collapse. It did find a bit of a bottom here and rebounded off this level at $68, only to eventually break through. And on the 18th of July 2019, it did retest this level again, which was support, which is now resistance, and the share price has tanked ever since. But look at us. Look at where we are right now. So this was around the C-Roni levels. So as you can see, we've broken past those highs right here. Fast forward a year later, we're just breaking through the C-Roni highs, and we are continuing higher. So we are now at this level once again, which is now a key resistance level. And I do believe, if this company comes out and says, look guys, we've seen another uptick in the ride hailing volume, which I do believe they will, and remember, things are opening back up once again, I think this could potentially push the share price through this key resistance level and could see Lyft testing its all-time highs, which it made on the IPO date. And what does that represent investors at the moment? If we do return back or retest those highs, that represents about a 30%, again, another 30% upside on your money. Which I don't think is a bad thing at all. And think about it, they've got earnings coming up on the 11th of May, which is in a few months' time. They are, of course, going to beat earnings from May last year. Of course they are, because May was right in the thick of the lockdowns. So revenues are going to come out in May this year. They're going to absolutely smash May 2020's earnings. And I think this will just get investors even more psyched up. And I do believe it will push the share price and the value of this company much higher in my view. And this is extremely exciting stuff for this company and also presents investors with an opportunity to bank. So those are the two companies that I wanted to put on your radar for this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I always read your comments. If you gained any value from this video, please make sure you smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, like I said before, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see more content from me. As you can see from this video, I am dedicated to you guys. I love the YouTube community that we are building. Remember, none of this is financial advice. Please view this as entertainment purposes only. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I hope to see you in the Discord and have a fantastic week. Take care, guys. Peace.